When did men first appear on Earth, and when did they arrive in Southeast Asia, particularly in the Philippines? How did these men reach the places where their fossil remains are found today? To answer these questions, let's begin by talking about the geological and archaeological periods. We know that life appeared on Earth as early as 1,500 million years ago during the Archaeozoic era, when primitive forms of life became recognizable. It was followed by the Proterozoic era, around 925 to 505 million years ago, when early life forms flourished. It was then followed by the Paleozoic era, around 505 to 205 million years ago, when fish, amphibians, and other marine vertebrates appeared. This was followed by the Mesozoic era, also known as the Age of Reptiles, around 205 to 75 million years ago. The Mesozoic was followed by the Cenozoic era, or the age of more advanced forms of animals, about 75 million years ago up to present. The Cenozoic is divided into two major periods, the Tertiary, or the age of mammals, followed by the Quaternary, the time when modern forms of man appeared on Earth. The Quaternary period is further divided into two epochs, the Pleistocene, which started around 2.6 million years ago and ended 11,700 years ago, followed by the Holocene, which is the current period. Now, we are going to talk about the four periods of Philippine prehistory: the Paleolithic, Neolithic, Metal, and Ceramic Age. This video will focus on the Paleolithic Age, or the Old Stone Age, which happened during the Pleistocene period. The Paleolithic period begins with the first evidence of human technology, specifically stone tools, more than 3 million years ago. During this period, the entire Earth underwent great disturbances. The climate of the world became cold, and waters from the oceans were turned to ice and formed glaciers. The sea level dropped, and huge expanses of land previously covered by water became dry land. Bodies of land separated by water became connected by dry land bridges. The crust of the Earth also underwent changes. Pressures from inside the Earth and from the various places of the Earth's surfaces pushing against one another reshaped forms of land, pushing mountains higher, creating foldings where there were plains, and sinking others which were once highlands. For the whole globe, this was a time of tremendous changes. The changes in the land and sea level affected also the climate, the direction and nature of wind and water currents, such that plant and animal life were affected to a large degree. It was during this period that man made his first appearance evident. The earliest evidence of the presence of people in the Philippine archipelago appeared in Espinosa Ranch site in Cagayan Valley. Two flake tools, together with the fossil remains of Elephas, a kind of ancient elephant, were found in a rock layer named Awidon Mesa Formation. These date back to around 750,000 years ago. Flake tools are stone implements made by ancient man during the Paleolithic Age until the early Metal Age. Flake tools fashioned by ancient Filipinos were used as knives, scrapers, and other tools. The fossil molars of the extinct elephants were again found in an ancient site in Cabatuan, Iloilo, where many flake tools also emerged. These fossils were also present in Agusan Valley, Rizal, Quezon City, and Pangasinan. In 2007, a 67,000-year-old foot bone was discovered in Calao Caves, Cagayan. Continued excavations in Calao Caves revealed 12 more fossil bones from 3 human individuals. These remains in the Calao man were identified to belong to a new species of hominins, the Homo luzonensis. These are the earliest known human remains in the Philippines, which predates the 47,000-year-old Tabuan man. One of the earliest human remains in the archipelago is a fossilized skull cap or frontal bone that belongs to a female. It was discovered together with the right mandible, or jaw, and teeth in Tabuan Cave, Palawan, by Robert Fox of the National Museum. These fossils of modern man, or Homo sapiens, were recently dated using the new direct dating methods. The skull cap is now dated to 16,500 years and the mandible to 31,000 years. The oldest modern human fossil recovered by the National Museum during the re-excavation of the Tabon Cave is a tibia, or a bone of the lower leg that dates back to 47,000 years. Later population genetic studies suggested that about 50,000 years ago, some Proto-Malay populations appeared in the country, the Mamanwa of Lake Mainit. Between 30,000 to 20,000 years ago, the Negritos made their appearance to the Philippines. Negritos, or the first Sundaland people, were among the archipelago's earliest inhabitants, descendants of the first human who was said to migrate from Africa via the coastal route along southern Asia to the now sunken landmasses of Sundaland and Sahul. They have been traditionally associated with the hunter-gathering lifestyle and also exhibit physical features that are distinct from their non-Negrito neighbors, namely short figure, frizzy hair, and dark skin. Around this time period, the sea level and temperature were rising and the polar ice was melting. The Austronesian populations of the archipelago showed their presence between 6,000 to 7,000 years BC, which we will discuss in the next video about Neolithic period. If you wish to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and make sure to turn on all notifications so that you never miss an upload. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and share it with your friends who you think might be interested in history. Thanks for watching! Bye!